Hello everyone, happy Monday and welcome back to another day trading recap video. So this is my first one since the week-long vacation, which felt much longer, I guess, because I haven't been day trading, and usually I very rarely take off. You guys know that. So I took a whole week off, including the weekends, and it was really nice. I was in Südtirol, which is North Italy, or right below Austria. And we had some really good skiing, even though it was a little bit warmer. Right now, I'm actually in New York City, or right out of it, or right outside of New York City, and it's freezing here. It's colder here than the ski trip, which is kind of funny. Actually, right now, I'm slightly outside of New York City, like I said, but I lived in New York City for about 3 years in Manhattan, and now for the first time, as a little bit of a hint of where I am, I have to take the path to get into New York City. It's like, it feels very weird, especially after living in Manhattan for so many years, and now I'm outside of it. I'm going to be here. This is what you guys see now is an Airbnb. Well, it's not really an Airbnb, but basically we're doing house sitting. We're taking care of this cat, which you guys might see occasionally run behind. Oh, it's touching me right now. It's under the table. Yeah, there's a cat running around. We're taking care of it for the next few weeks. So I'm going to be here in total, I think like 5 weeks, and then we're going to be back in Berlin. So for now, I think this is the background you're going to be seeing. We are going to be switching houses in like 2-3 weeks. So it's going to be a bit of a background change, doing some more house sitting. And yeah, that's pretty much my update. Let's go to the trading screen. Let's talk about the tickers we saw today. Let me make sure I click on the right buttons. Yeah, and here it is. So I'm up $314, which is not bad, because what I did today was kind of what I've been doing was I sized down again. I think my average position size maybe today was like $3,000. Most of my trades I did like 1,000 shares or 2,000 shares. Sometimes I think my most share size was like close to 3,000 today, and we were trading like $1.50 stock. So they were pretty. Oh, cat's on the table. 1 second, guys. Nope. Say hi, guys. This is oh shit. Smalls. Does anyone live with a cat? Because this is my first time really. Well, actually, my brother has a cat, so it's not my first time living with a cat. But this thing kept us up all night long. I don't know what to do with it. That was a long night. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I think today is basically a 10% profit day based on my average position size, which is pretty good. So really a decent green day. And I think I stopped trading like 10 minutes too early. I did wait pretty much till 10 a.m. I think I waited till like 9:57 or so. And then we had some good movements again on one of our lead gappers, and I think I would have probably traded that one if I was just a little bit more patient. But you guys know the game. I start trading at 7 a.m. and I pretty much wrap up at 10 a.m. Sometimes I go a little bit longer. The most I'll probably do is like 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I don't really want to be trading more than 3 hours a day. That's just too much for me. So let's go look at these tickers. We'll start from the bottom and work our way up. Let's go to NILE. This is the one ticker I'm red on. And it was an interesting day because I was green, I was red, I was green, I was red all day. And then the market opened and I finally got some traction, which was really nice. Basically, we just had continuation. I didn't really trade differently. We just had continuation. We had a pop to the upside, on the 5-minute, maybe a 1-minute pullback. I would get in, and then finally had continuation. Pre-market, it was like okay at 7 a.m., but then at 8 a.m., it was a snooze fest like it usually is. And the market opened. We finally had a little bit better continuation. You guys can see the gap scanner right over here. As well. Okay, so let's go to NILE. Oh yeah, so a lot of tickers to talk about today. That's another thing. So anytime I trade this many tickers, it's usually a bad sign because it means I'm lacking focus. Either I'm lacking focus or the market is, and I think the market was lacking focus more than I was today. I actually felt pretty dialed in. I feel very refreshed after the taking the week off and everything. And there was just a lot of tickers popping today, so I was kind of like trying a bunch of different tickers until finally, DATS was the one that ran home for me. So let's go back to NILE and see how this ticker played out. Yeah, I traded this one once pre-market. I had actually a pretty decent move here. A little low volume, but okay move, 20%. And then I traded this pullback looking for continuation. If you see the 5-minute here, I think it was, okay, let's see, 7:30. That was right around here where I thought we were going to get this breakout and continuation, but we didn't. On the daily, kind of a rough looking ticker. Usually I start on the daily, so that was a little backwards just now. But usually, or on the daily, a lot of resistance right around $1. No surprise there. More resistance about $1.17, or at least it was a former floor. Backside ticker overall with decent increasing volume, but I don't know. I don't really like these low price tickers. Anything south of $1, I'm pretty weary about. Obviously, between $2 and $7 is what I've been saying for years now. That's usually what I'm looking for. Let's see, electric equipment company, 84 million shares outstanding, 78 million market cap. Yeah, it's all pretty good. Maybe the shares outstanding is a little bit high. We'd like to see that under 50, but it's a small cap and kind of what we're looking for. Price action on the daily is pretty ugly, and just the overall price range isn't really favorable. And like I said, pre-market, this thing was popping up. We started trading it when it was about like 36% up pre-market, which is a little bit low. I like to see over 40%. So yeah, I don't know. NILE, I'm not too upset. I'm down on this one. It just wasn't that great of a ticker. And a little bit of my game plan today, I was like, I want to start sizing up. That's obviously my plan. But I'm just going to do my goal was to do like half size and then get to like full size on tickers that I felt more comfortable with. I didn't really do that today, unfortunately. I pretty much started with like quarter size, like $1,000 shares, $2,000 shares. So basically my goal was to get from like 5,000 shares to a $10,000 or $5,000 to $10,000 average position size. I was doing like $1,000, and like getting to like 3-4 max. So I was trading much lighter today than I probably should have, but that's fine. Start the week easy after a holiday. That's fine. I was a little bit nervous I'd be too excited today and make a lot of mistakes. Okay, so CELZ, this is an all-time high ticker right now. Really, really aggressive move. Biotech here, 6 million shares outstanding, roughly 27 million market cap. It's a $4 stock. This is like exactly what I'm usually looking for. I'm not crazy the fact that it's super high today on very low volume, but this is pretty much typically what we're looking for. It had this huge move. What was this? This was the 23rd, which I believe is that was a Wednesday. I just checked. That was Wednesday. So Wednesday last week, it popped up here 130%. I didn't trade it because I was on holiday, like I said, and now it's been consolidating. It broke a nice high here of 369 roughly. Or that former top big resistance zone, and it really popped up aggressively. Now it's actually doing it again. It has a bit of a triple top, needs to break through coming up. Let's look at it on the 1 minute. This is really nice, but the volume is very low, so a little suspicious. I'm up on this one, $21. Basically what happened is it popped up really quickly, saw it in the scanners, it pulled back here. I started buying a little bit too soon in the 20s. Bought a little bit more and then sold on this pop because I felt like, I felt like it should have already popped or had some continuation. It didn't. And then I pretty much didn't look at it anymore. Oh yeah, I did one little more trade here. But that was it. Then I walked away from this ticker, which I don't know. I think it was probably fine. This move here was pretty shaky, and finally we had a VWAP breakout, but if you didn't get that breakout, it was pretty much over. And then that second move flushed again, similar to here, where it had a little bit of bull flag consolidation, and it actually ended up dumping. So yeah, I don't know. It wasn't really the nicest ticker. Again, pretty happy I just was able to have a scratch and move on. Let's go to KXIN, the next ticker here, KXIN. Sometimes I like to type it in here ahead of time. Let's go to the daily. Let's look at this one. Oh, that was a 4-hour daily. Let's zoom in. So backside ticker as well. A lot of resistance around 1.5. Then again, it went like 169, 168, 17. And then more resistance, I would say right around here, like 189. There's a lot of resistance with the 180-day SMA. So you want to keep that in mind. Let's see here. Specialty retail company. I don't know why it's not popping up. Automotive, retail, 143 million shares outstanding. Yeah, that's definitely high, very high. 207 million market cap. That's also fairly high. I had a nice little bottom bounce here, but I'm not crazy about this ticker. It's also feels like it's lacking a little bit of volume. Yeah, then the 5 minute, yeah, we had a recent spike here. This was last week as well on Tuesday. Then the market sold off, or the ticker sold off, and we had another one of these spikes, which was not able to hold its highs. But you got to give it, some credit. It was up around like 60% plus pre-market, so that was actually pretty good. I'm up $40 on this one. So again, it was a scratch ticker. I feel like any ticker where I'm not like over at least $100 on, ideally $200, it's pretty much a scratch ticker, especially with this lower position size. If I was using more position size, $100 and $200 probably would still be a scratch, more or less. But right now with this position size, I would say like, if I'm up over 200 on it, it was like pretty decent. So with KXIN, I'm just, around $40. So it's not too great. And this was actually kind of upsetting because I missed it. It wasn't on my scanners quick enough. I was watching my scanners. Eventually KXI popped up. I look at it and we're in this area right here. And I'm like, oh man, like it's over. And I think it was actually called out in the Discord. So it was called out in the Discord before I actually ended up seeing this ticker on the scanner. So either way, I came late to the party. I would have loved to start trading this one right around here. And I'll tell you why. Because at this point, it's up over 40% from pre-market highs. We have a big 5-minute breakout here. We have that nice 5-minute pullback, which is basically this area. We're having another 5-minute breakout. So we have a great 5-minute breakout. And then right around this area at like 158 or so, actually even higher, like 169, we have a pullback. So we're in a 5-minute breakout, 1-minute pullback, and then it runs another 15% here with pretty okay volume. The volume's not great. At this point, I would like to see like 400, 500,000 shares being traded per 1 minute. But still, that was the move right here. That was perfect. That would have been like the picture perfect move. It was just lacking more volume, but that's fine. We didn't see so much volume across the board today in a lot of these tickers. So that's especially pre-market. So that's fine. I did a little bit of trading here. Didn't really, didn't get that continuation I was looking for, which makes sense. We were at big resistance here around like 1.9. Remember on the daily, I was kind of talking about this zone around like 187, 1.9. That's big resistance. So no surprise that it kind of got rejected there. I tried a little bit of a VWAP bounce here, which didn't work. I cut my losses quickly. I tried for this move looking for continuation. I tried for this move looking for continuation. I tried for this move looking for continuation. You get the point. Like, we didn't get a lot of fall through pre-market if you miss that first, pop to the upside. And that's pretty much the story of KXIN for me personally. HYMC, this was, this is when things became a little bit more exciting. For sure. I also traded this ticker pre-market, but let's go on to the daily. Yeah, so last week this ticker was just in consolidation mode, but overall HYMC had some pretty significant runs here. This is really nice, and we're above the 180-day SMA. That's when tickers start getting a lot more explosive. That's usually what I'm looking for. Big room to run to the upside. So once this ticker breaks here, and you're trading it like on the 11th, look at that nice potential. And I'm not sure if I traded this on any other days, maybe, or accounts, but maybe. I just switched to starting to day trade my IRA account. I used to trade my unlimited account, which is basically an account over $25,000, so I could always withdraw that funds from that account. Now I just don't want to withdraw anything anymore. I'm just gonna keep growing my IRA account. That's why you won't be seeing a lot of like past trades anymore, because I used to never day trade. Actually, I never really day traded in my IRA account. So the only things you'll really see in this account are like swing trades on large caps. So that's why I was quickly checking if I traded this on the other account. Metals mining company, 107 million market cap and 220 million shares outstanding. Yeah, I don't know. That's all somewhat fine. Not as small cap as I would like, especially for a $2 stock. But okay, it is what it is. Wow, look at that move. So we stopped day trading today around in this area, which was fine because it took a while to reach new highs again. But yeah, could have kept milking the market today for sure. But like I said, first day after a longer vacation, at least that's what it feels like for me. And pre-market wasn't super hot, and I'm trading small size. So if I wanted to make more money today, I think the best way I could have done that was just size up, not keep on trading, not overtrade, but just size up. That's why another reason why I stopped trading. Yeah, so we had a nice little pre-market first gap here, 30%. Okay, whatever. Actually, this was even extended hours. Yeah, this was Friday. Yeah, and then we had consolidation pre-market, and then around 7 we had another pop here too. At 8 o'clock we had a lot of consolidation. And then we had some nice market open moves. Let's go to the 1 minute. Zoom out on the 5 minute as well. I find that always really important. I just realized like I have 2 screens right now. And my other screen is very low, so it's like I'm looking really down, but I guess that probably is not too much of an issue. Let me lean back a little bit more. Maybe that'll be better so you guys can maybe see some of my reactions a bit better. 5 minute chart here, daily chart here like always, and let's zoom. So this happens at 7 a.m., a little pop here. I trade this pullback looking for continuation. We don't get it, kind of the story of pre-market. Same situation here. I missed this breakout, but I started trading here looking for that continuation. We did get this little pop, but volume was pretty okay. Then it flushes, so it's like we're lacking that really good continuation. I don't mind giving back profits here. I was thinking a lot about front side trading. And what you really want to be doing is you want to keep trading the front side until you're basically proven wrong. And that's so I don't mind if my last trade on it is the one that doesn't work, because if it does work and it could keep running 100, 200, 300, 4,000%, we've seen it all. So you never know, and that's why you don't want to stop trading it too early. Rather take a loss on that last trade, as long as it's not too big size, right? Okay, let's readjust the size here. So more consolidation, and then here we had a nice breakout, 5-minute breakout over VWAP. Look at this, we had that 5-minute breakout right here. I'm buying, actually I came into the party a little bit too late again, so that's a little frustrating. But then I bought this pullback, made some profit, and I bought this pullback, and I sold actually a pretty decent chunk, or all of it pretty much near the high. Problem is, look, my share size is like 2,000 shares, so very small share size. And then finally we break a new high, and this is when I could have started trading it again. But good, okay ticker, good opportunities, I guess. Some good opportunities for sure. I'm happy I was able to nail when it got hot. I'm a little bit, a little bit upset I maybe didn't get the 5-minute breakout like I wish I could have, but overall, scratches on HYMC. Now let's finally talk about the ticker I'm actually green on. That's DATS, or I'm actually nailed. Nailed. Okay, that's also probably a pretty strong term. I don't feel like I really nailed anything today, but again, I did trade small size. So I guess any day I'm up 10% is actually a pretty freaking good day. Software company here, application software, 20 million shares outstanding, 56 million market cap. Boom, 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 hits all those things that we're looking for. And look at this, $2 stock. So like I say, between $2 and $7, beautiful. It is a backside ticker, but now it had this big breakout here on the daily with good relative volume. So, I mean, this is just checking off a lot of boxes. Has a catalyst here, that chat to initiate metaverse advertising NFT monetization platform. Yeah, metaverse is a very hot topic right now, so I'm not surprised that was a good catalyst. Pre-market, traded it here on the 5-minute. At the market open, I traded it. And then this is when I said in the beginning of this video, I think I stopped trading today, just maybe a tad bit too early. I missed this next breakout here in this nice run. I mean, this is a 5-minute chart. This is exactly what I'm looking for, big 5-minute breakout. And when we go to the 1 minute right now, you're going to see there are some pretty good moves, pretty good setup. So yeah, I definitely stopped trading this one a little bit too soon. Pre-market, this one kind of got me pretty good. I had a really quick, start, and it was up very quickly, like 30%. I bought this pullback here. I think I took a loss on it, actually a pretty decent loss, but luckily small size. Then it breaks up again. I start buying to this breakout, bought this pullback, but it had a quick spike up here and then sold off right away again. I kind of cut here, I don't know, for a scratch, and I don't know, like this was a pretty nice 20% bounce, and somehow I wasn't able to make any money on it. I think I walked away like slightly green or slightly red. I don't really remember, and that's a lot of trades. Then consolidation happens, that classic 8 a.m. Consolidation, and then the market opens. And these, I think I did all right trading at the market open. Popped up, took some small trades. Just look at this. My size was very small. 1 minute pullback here on a nice 5-minute breakout. So this was a good trade. And I just kept on buying the 9 EMA. And I think I could have done this trade as well. Like I said, you want to keep trading the front side until proven otherwise. It's kind of like physics, where it's like an object is in motion until, I don't know, what is it, another object or an equal force is put onto it, or I forgot the exact quote, whatever it is. That's pretty much how front side is. Like a ticker is, or a stock is on front side until proven, or an equal force smacks it. That's basically like a big seller says, you know what, no longer on the front side, or an aggregate of sellers. So DATS, nice second breakout here. Look, this is really nice. So let's examine this just very quickly here before we wrap up. So we have the 5-minute breakout, pull back here to the VWAP 9 EMA. This is really good support. I wouldn't be trading this support because you just don't know if it's going to flush like that. But let's see here, 953. So that's like, okay, right here is 945. So 950. So right here in this area, we're actually finding good support, and we're starting to break out. And into this breakout, you could start trading this ticker like very bullishly. So I should have started, if I just waited another couple minutes, actually, I should have been trading this whole move, this 20% move. And when a ticker starts running like this, you don't want to be overly patient. This is when you don't want to be too conservative. This is why I always say you want to be patient. You want to wait for these setups, right? Wait, patience, wait, and then you want to get aggressive. So patience and aggressiveness, because once your setup, once the front side starts forming, that's not the time to be like, oh, I'm going to be a little conservative. I'm going to wait for a pullback. Oh, there's no pullback. Oh, there's no pullback. Even here, it's like, I'm going to wait for that, that 69 entry or 70 entry. Oh, I was 1 cent off, and then it starts running again. Happens to me all the time. So like, I'm not saying you guys are doing it. I'm the one really doing it. I'm always being too conservative. So what I really am working on is being patient, waiting for those good setups, and then getting super aggressive. It doesn't matter if I'm just, if my entry is not perfect, I don't really care, but I don't want to miss the whole, 27, 30% move. That's insane. So yeah, getting super aggressive on any one of these would have been totally fine, especially into this pullback area. But yeah, so especially into this pullback area and this first breakout area. Those are like, let me circle it for you guys. So right here is a good time to get aggressive. Even here into this 1 minute, this would have been a little scary, but still would have worked. Specifically somewhere in here. So I would say these two, not so much here. But yeah, you could be adding into your winner, but I'm not crazy about that. Somehow it never works for me. Okay, so here we go. Another 5 minute setup. I think this one would have been really tough. I don't think I would have traded any of this, so I don't really regret it. But again, classic, 5 minute breakout here. And ideally you'd be looking for a 1 minute pullback, but sometimes you get these nice breakouts like this, and you're getting these micro pullbacks where you can really feel the buyers. So you want to start coming in as a buyer yourself, and then notice here, there's big resistance at 3.4. So if you go back to the daily chart, actually, what the daily chart was right here. So 3.5 was a lot of resistance. 3.3 actually is what like 3.37 or so is what I marked out. And the price came up to around 323. So there's a lot of resistance here. It probably would have been totally fine trying to get this last move here. And then, losing on this last move, I think that would have been fine. Like I said before, you want to keep trading that front side until it proves to be over. So yeah, I think probably my biggest mistake today was not sizing up a little bit more and then maybe ending a little bit too soon. But like I said, Monday after a week taking off, and pre-market, I was a little bit sloppy. So when I'm up like 10%, I'm like, this is a good day. So let me call it. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to be it for me today. Thanks for tuning in. I'm super stoked to be back. I love being in the Discord today. Some good discussions out there. Great tickers being called out. So I couldn't be any more happy. Anyway, guys, I'll see you then first thing tomorrow for the next day trading recap. Like always, stay safe. Subscribe, drop a like, and I will see you next time. Yeah, tomorrow morning. Like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.